What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Zay Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. On today's episode, I will be going over this week's college football playoff rankings. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So, man, as y'all see at the top, man, we got to change, y'all. And the Bulldogs are back at number one. You know what? They deserve to be. We got to give it to them, y'all. Georgia. I mean, you talking about Missouri. Now, Missouri, that was a tough test. Missouri gave them all they could handle. Um, but they were able to pass that test. And then you look though, last week, I mean, y'all, I picked Ole Miss. That was my upset pick of the week. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong. It started out looking pretty well, but then um in that second half, man, Georgia just showed their dominance. They showed their strength, their depth, and right. And Ole Miss does not have the depth the way Georgia has. Um, yeah, Georgia definitely deserves to be the number one team in the country. So no debate about that. Ohio State, you see they slide back to number two. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Ohio State, obviously they blew out Michigan State. Michigan State's not good. We know all the mess that Michigan State is going through right now, so no surprise there. Them falling too, because yeah, Georgia. I mean, Georgia literally when you beat Missouri right now, as y'all see where Missouri's ranked, and you beat Ole Miss, man, back to back weeks, y'all. Yes, you definitely deserve to be the number one team in the country. Coming in number three, have Michigan. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing about Michigan. They're just at number three. Florida State still at number four. Y'all know I love Florida State. I've said this. I think they're the most complete team in college football. I think they're also the most explosive slash dynamic team in all of college football. So yes, love me some Florida State. Jordan Travis, Keon Coleman, and Johnny Wilson, man, that's the three-headed monster for real right there. Love them, boy. Love them defensively with Jed Verse coming off that edge. Yeah, I love Florida State. Washington, Michael Penix Jr. Man, this is a good team right here. Really, really good team. I'm still worried about them a little bit defensively, but offensively, man, I mean, with Jalen Polk, obviously Michael Penix Jr., Romeo Doomsday. I mean, golly, this offense is lethal, and I like what the Huskies are doing. Six, you got Oregon, man. Oregon, y'all, they just keep pedaling along. They keep dominating teams. They keep blowing out teams. I mean, Oregon literally has the highest scoring offense in the nation. They average like 47.7 points per game. Absolutely insane, man. So give Dan Lanning a whole lot of credit. Like Dan Lanning said, bro, he ain't taking the Texas A&M job. Why in the world would Dan Lanning leave Oregon and take the Texas A&M job? With Oregon is a better job than Texas A&M. Come on, y'all, let's be serious. Texas coming in number seven. Texas, that was a very close game against TCU. Very, very, very close game. I feel like TCU and Texas always play close. Even last year, TCU won 17-10, and then this year, you look, it was 29-26. Like, they always play each other close. But Texas at number seven. I will say this though, Texas will need some help to get into the college football playoff because let's say Florida State, Washington, that's right. More than likely, Washington's gonna play Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game. But let's say Washington only has one loss and Texas has one loss. I think Washington's resume would still be better than Texas. So Texas is gonna need some help and get into the college football playoff. But hey, all they gotta do right now is just keep winning. Bama coming in number 8. I agree with this. Bama, same thing. All Bama has to do is just keep winning. Bama cannot afford another loss. Right now, we know they're gonna be playing in the SEC championship game against Georgia, but they cannot lose that game. Bama needs to win out. So their plan is kind of simple, right? It's win out. You control your same thing with Texas. Texas controls their own destiny to a service. If you win out, hey, maybe the committee would pick Texas over Washington if Washington has one loss. Maybe they would pick Oregon. Say if Oregon wins the Pac-12 championship, maybe they would. Oregon would definitely make it, but maybe they would pick them over Florida State if Florida State was to lose to Louisville. So again, to me, to me, Texas and Bama control their own destiny. All y'all gotta do is win out, and then hey, maybe get a little luck, but they definitely need to worry about winning out. That's the only thing they need to worry about. Texas and Bama win out. Missouri, y'all, Missouri's in the top 10 for the first time since 2013-14 season. I mean, wow, with Gary Pinkel when he was the head coach still, man, I love what Missouri did. I picked Tennessee to win that game last week. I was you did wrong. Y'all remember Biggie had that song, "The Weak of the Strong." Who got it going on? You did wrong, but nah, for real though, man. Missouri picked them to lose last week. They absolutely dominated, destroyed, demolished, whatever words you want to use to describe that game, man. They absolutely destroyed Tennessee. And I really love what Missouri has going on. Missouri's in line to go potentially to a New Year's Six bowl. Who would ever guess that coming into the season? As y'all see, this throw keep coming off. But who would ever guess that coming into the season? So give Missouri a ton of credit. Louisville at number 10. Hey, y'all know I spoke highly of Louisville on this channel. Jeff Brom, I love the job that he's doing at Louisville his first year, y'all. He coming back home, what he's done with that program. 9-1, and Louisville is another team. If Louisville was to beat Florida State in the ACC championship game, hey, they would definitely have to be in the top four. I mean, if Florida State's at number 4 right now, I think Louisville would definitely have to be in number 4, and that rounds out your top 10. And let's go through 11 to 25. So at 11, you got Oregon State. Oregon State, hey, keep finding ways to win. Jonathan Smith, tough coach. DJ Uiagalelei, hey, as long as he don't turn the ball over, Oregon State, good team. They still have a chance to go to the Pac-12 championship. Penn State lost to Michigan. I told y'all this, man. Penn State is not an elite program. Listen, I like James Franklin. I think he's a good coach, but is he an elite coach? Is he a great coach? No. Will he ever get Penn State to that elite level? Absolutely not. So if I was them, bro, I would get rid of him. Honestly, personally, I would get rid of James Franklin. Like, he's a good coach, but dang, man, how long does Penn State just want to keep being good? Aren't they ready to be elite again? I think so. 13, you got Ole Miss. I touched on Ole Miss a little bit earlier. Man, Ole Miss. I pick y'all to win, man. Lane Kiffin, what happened, my brother? Lane Kiffin, what happened? I know Georgia's just better. Georgia, like I said, they're a deeper team. They really can rotate guys on that D line, and Ole Miss just does not have the offensive line, nor do they have the depth to keep up. But hey, Lane Kiffin, you still could maybe potentially go to a New Year's Six bowl, even though you're gonna need some help from Missouri. You're gonna need Missouri to lose, but yeah, it could still go to the New Year's Six. Still go to a New Year's Six bowl. 14, Oklahoma. Oklahoma bounced back in a huge way against West Virginia. Unfortunately for Oklahoma, they're gonna need a lot of help, y'all, getting to a Big 12 championship game at this point. But yeah, oh man, Brett Venables, boy. I mean, last year disastrous. This year, good start. But I'm telling y'all, Oklahoma, y'all know Oklahoma fans are very impatient. And it looks like it's gonna be the first 2 years under Brett Venables. Oklahoma doesn't even freaking get to the Big 12 championship game. Not win it. They don't even get to it, y'all. Man, Oklahoma better get to this Big 12 championship game. You're gonna have some fans saying it's time to get them up out of there. At 15, LSU, y'all know, man, Jaden Daniels. I mean, golly, boy, golly. I mean, he had 350 pass yards with 250 rushing yards. I mean, y'all, there is some Madden stuff right there. There is some Madden NFL 22, 23, 24 stuff right there. I mean, my goodness, this kid is special. Malik Neighbors. I mean, we know LSU can score. It's just their defense, and that's why LSU, instead of maybe being 9-1 right now, is why they're 7-3. But hey, they still can win 9 games, get to a pretty solid bowl game. So, still a solid season. Coming in number 16, man, you got Iowa. Y'all, I don't know how Iowa does it, but wow, Iowa actually scored over 20 points in the game. They scored 22 points in the game. It's so crazy. I feel bad for the people that picked the over on that game. I don't know why you would have done it, y'all. The score, it was set at 27 and a half. That was the points total for that game. And so I know some people that took the over. It's like, y'all know Iowa never has scored that many points. Their defense never gives us any points, but they actually scored over 20 points in the game for the first time in forever. But now, seriously, hey, Iowa, they headed to the Big 10 championship game again. I don't know how this team does it. And literally almost 2024, how you win games by just defense and special teams is beyond me. But somehow they do it. So that's tough. And number 17, Arizona. Man, Arizona, scary game against Colorado. We knew it was going to be a tough game, because Colorado could still score the ball with Shador and company and Jimmy Horn and Xavier Weaver and obviously the man himself, Travis Hunter. But Arizona, man, y'all, this is a really, really, really good football team. And I'm telling you, next year, Arizona is coming for real. Like, I think Arizona, they're going to be a really solid team. They're going to be a team that we got to take more seriously because y'all got to be honest. I did not take Arizona seriously this year at all. I thought they were going to be one of the worst teams uh, in the Pac-12, but they are really good. 7-3, man, really good season. Tennessee, I touched on them a little bit earlier. They got destroyed. Yeah, Tennessee. But hey, Vols fans, listen, y'all should be appreciative though, because this like last year, great season, right? Went 11-2 this year. You know, look, this year you 7-3, pretty good though. I mean, shoot, because Vols fans know with Derek Dooley and Bush Jones, man, I mean, just bad football, bad records too, right? So Tennessee, hey, 7-3 still solid. Notre Dame, absolute horrible loss. Last time they played a couple weeks ago, horrible loss against Clemson, because we know Clemson is not good this year. So Marcus Freeman, brother, you better start winning. I like Marcus Freeman, but dude, you better start winning for real, because it's gonna be back-to-back season where you don't even get 10 wins during the regular season. So he better get together. North Carolina at 20. I'm still mad at North Carolina. I was like, bro, y'all lost to Georgia Tech. I still can't believe they lost to freaking Georgia Tech and Virginia in back-to-back weeks. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Like all my New Yorkers say, is you serious? But hey, North Carolina, I mean, you 8-2. You still got a chance to go 10-2, go to the bowl game. But dang, man, North Carolina, y'all should be in the playoff conversation right now. But you played around with your food. 21, we got Kansas State. Hey, I like Kansas State, man. I really do. Kansas State, tough, physical, gritty team. Their head coach, Chris Kleiman. If y'all watched my video the other day when I was talking about the Texas A&M head coach in vacancy, I mentioned his name. I think he would be a great candidate for a job. I like Chris Kleiman. This dude, like I said in that video, man, he'll get in your face. He's a tough, gritty coach. Some kids may not like that, but man, y'all see he's had a lot of success at Kansas State. Last year, obviously, won the Big 12 championship. So I like Chris Kleiman. I like what he continues to do at Kansas State. Utah, tough loss against Washington. They come in at number 22 this week. Tough loss against Washington. They played them tough, right? They played them tough. And one thing about Utah is they always do it. Utah's always gonna play you extremely tough, man. Utah's extreme tough. They're very well coached team. Kyle Whittingham, excuse me. Y'all know he's been there, man. What, like 18, 19 years, and he's known for defense. But now they can actually throw the ball a little bit. But hey, just a tough loss against Washington, playing at Husky Stadium. But that was a closer game than I thought it was gonna be. Coming in number 23, Oklahoma State, and this game pissed me off so much, y'all. I mean, Oklahoma State, you're talking about, bruh. It had y'all won that game last week, Oklahoma State would kind of almost be locked into the Big 12 championship game. Now it's like they got Kansas State still behind them. You know, even Kansas, and I'll touch on Kansas here in a second, but it's like, dang, Oklahoma State, all you gotta do is win, and you got blown out to UCF. And this ain't the UCF teams, y'all, from 2017 to 2018, where they went 13-0, like 12-1 and stuff. These are not those teams. Very disappointed loss to Oklahoma State. They still could get to the Big 12 championship game, but man, it's gonna be a whole lot harder to get there with this loss. 24, Tulane. And Tulane, ugly wins, y'all. The last couple weeks, ugly wins, but they keep on winning. I don't think Willie Fritz, I don't think he's gonna let these coaching rumors get to him. I think Tulane's gonna keep winning. I think they'll go to the New Year's Six Bowl again. And then last but not least, rounding out your top 25, Kansas, man, again, kind of like Oklahoma State, disappointing loss at home against Texas Tech, but I still like Kansas. The job that Lance Leipold has done there, like I said repeatedly, he has turned literally the whole entire state around. And so still like Kansas. Disappointing losses they had, but hey, it happens sometimes. So almost got so that was another episode of the Same Moolah Sports Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.